You know that car from Back to the Future? The stainless steel, gull-winged legend that could time travel at 88 miles per hour? Well, it also bankrupted a millionaire, triggered a government scandal, and collapsed in a blaze of lawsuits and betrayal. This is the real story of the DeLorean, the car that was too cool to fail, and yet did spectacularly. In the early 1970s, John DeLorean was a rockstar executive at General Motors. He was the man behind the Pontiac GTO, America's first true muscle car, and the youngest division head in GM history. Tall, charismatic, with a jawline that could sell a V8 engine. John wasn't just an engineer, he was a brand, but he was sick of the corporate machine. So in 1973, he quit GM to chase a wild dream, to build the perfect sports car. With nothing but a vision and his reputation, John launched the DeLorean Motor Company. He raised millions, not just from investors, but from Hollywood celebrities, car dealers, and even the British government, which loaned him over $80 million to build a factory in Northern Ireland. Why? Jobs. The region was torn by civil conflict, and DeLorean's plant would employ thousands. By 1981, the car was ready. It was called the DMC DeLorean, and it looked like it was from another planet. Stainless steel body, gull-winged doors, a UFO on wheels. Even the press was stunned. Car and driver called it a movie prop come to life. But there was one major problem. Beneath that futuristic skin, it just wasn't that great to drive. The DeLorean was powered by a 2.85-liter V6 engine producing just 130 horsepower, 0 to 60 in over 10 seconds, slower than a Honda Civic at the time. And it wasn't cheap. The DMC-12 launched at $25,000, which is about $75,000 today. That was Porsche money for a car with French suspension, a British engine, and American dreams. And then, the US economy tanked. Inflation soared. Interest rates went wild. Sales tanked. DeLorean was burning through over $12 million a month. He needed a miracle, and that's when it all blew up. In 1982, John DeLorean was arrested in an FBI sting operation, caught on video, allegedly agreeing to finance $24 million worth of cocaine to save his company. It was national news. The man who built the GTO was now being called a drug trafficker. The FBI video made headlines, late-night jokes, and ruined any last hope of saving the company. Ironically, he was acquitted. A jury believed he was entrapped, baited by federal agents and a shady informant. But it didn't matter. The DeLorean Motor Company was already dead. Only around 9,000 cars were ever made. By 1983, the factory was shut down and investors lost everything. But here's the twist. The car lived on. Thanks to Back to the Future, the DeLorean became immortal. Even today, people cosplay it, modify it, and turn it into art. And John? He faded from the spotlight, tried to make a comeback with a new car in the early 2000s, but it never took off. He passed away in 2005, a fallen star who dreamed too big, too fast. So was the DeLorean a victim of bad timing, or of its own hype? Let us know in the comments. And if you love this car story, hit that like button and subscribe.